Hello, every day. Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. Oh boy, that's a good way to start off. I've been hitting stop and start, stop and start. So I'm just going to keep rolling. I'm rambling. Thank you all for being here on this Friday. Thank you for jumping in the car. Um, a lot of times for my new people, my new subscribers, thank you guys. Thank you for joining. Lots of you guys. Yay. Lots of comments that I haven't gotten to. I will. It's just the holidays. I just got inundated, and I've been getting a lot more people watching the videos because, as you all know, I am an election denier. And it's not so much an election denier, I am an election truther. I feel I know what the truth is. The mainstream media, maybe not so much. And I've been getting trolls. Yay! I've been getting trolls saying, yeah, keep on dreaming, buddy. Yeah, okay, I am. I am going to keep on dreaming. So, anyway, getting back to, that was a squirrel moment. I just found it funny. And I was thinking about some stuff before I get into the big ramble. And every night I pull energy cards so I can go to sleep. So when I wake up in the middle of the night, I'll go, what do I need to focus on? Like this one. Like that one. This is the Archangel, female Archangel deck. And it says raise your vibrations. Yeah, okay. Right now, can't I get through the ramble first? Because that's going to be some lower vibration stuff. But that has been a reoccurring theme, raise your vibrations. It's nuts how many times I have heard that message in the past couple of days. My friend channels Adama, who is one of the spokespeople, if not the, for the city of Telos in Mount Shasta. He talked about the same stuff, raising our vibration. I heard on another channel, she was talking about how we can stay in fear or joy, and how do we stay in that joy? You know, do things that we love doing, not that we look at and go, oh my gosh, I'm scared. No, do something that we love doing. Anyway, I got to turn this off. Okay. So yeah, lots of things that we should be doing, turning off the fear, finding some of the joy. But we're going to look into the little bit of the fear, and I think, as I struggle with this, because I don't want to keep jumping into that energy. It's so low level. But, as I said before, I'm kind of addicted to it. Addicted to the low level. Oh, that's sad. That's sad. I need help. But okay, that was a little bit of a squirrel moment, and I got a little lost. So let's jump into some of the energy of the news. And before I do this, there was a lot of things going on in our world, and that just really shock us. New Orleans, the Tesla truck in Las Vegas. And I thought of those two events, and I mean, there's been a lot of misinformation being thrown around, and it's really sad. I've never liked when our leaders, whatever that is, the people who are running the country, jump to conclusions without facts. Somebody goes, well, what do you think of that? And they go, well, let's just let the facts in. Now that's different than from a tarot reader, from a psychic. because they can pick up on the energy of, it doesn't mean it's absolutely true, but they can pick up on the energy and maybe give a direction for some people to look into. But that's for another video. But I want to just pause a second, and I want to send prayers out to our military. Growing up in the 70s, I lost a lot of friends in the Vietnam War. A lot of my friends who survived, they're lost too. They're not the same. And these people who are trained to fight and to go to war, they come back and they're never, ever the same. And so I just want to send them some love, some light. I don't think anybody who puts on the uniform, and of course there may be one, but I don't think anybody who puts on the uniform in the morning has anything but the best intentions. I'm going to do something good for the country. I'm going to do something. Now, it does get a little squirrely. It does get a little whacked. I mean, we get twisted with it. So let's just send some love, light, understanding, compassion out to those who are in such a difficult position, and hope that they get some clarity and find joy, so that, especially that guy in Vegas who reportedly, ended his life. Just send him some love and light, the whole community. And then this morning, I went off into, the Middle East, Russia, Ukraine. It goes all the way throughout the world. So let's do that. Let's do that. All right. Let's get into it a little bit. What do we got going on? Let's do an energy card for the beginning. I've started this video a couple of times because, well, it's a rambling, it's an old car. Sometimes it starts and then it stops, and, And so for the car of the day, it was a 1957 Eldorado Baritz. And it looks like a great big old Corvette. And I put that on my community page for the Friday Rambles. It's just a little fun. Pulling up some old cars. So, okie dokie. And it wasn't a Rambler this time. It was a Caddy. Somebody said, that's a gas guzzler. It's been updated. All right. And Biden did something today. I just saw a news clip, something about hydrogen cars. Ooh, hydrogen. All right. Let's see. Where are we going to go with the energy card? Open your heart. Open your heart. Archeia Virtue. And I'm using, this is my, what is this? This is my female archangel deck. Yeah. All right. Open your heart. That can go a lot of different ways, right? But it's all about, this is where we think. This is where it all starts. Sometimes we think with, I was talking to my younger brother, and we were saying something. He goes, yeah, but what about finances? And I go, but that shouldn't be part of the equation. What about your 401k? That shouldn't be about what we're thinking about right now. Yeah, we got to eat. Yeah, of course. But we shouldn't base a decision based on how much money we're going to make or save or something like that. And he's a Buddhist. Anyway, it's all good. It's all good. Let's get into it a little bit. Where are we? Oh. Uh-oh. I should probably turn this off, and I am. The speaker, they're doing the vote for the speaker. And Mike Johnson can only lose one. And I thought, really? Yeah, well, he needs a certain number to cross the threshold. And I think it's 215, I think. And so if one Republican votes other or present, then they get to start all over again. Razor thin. And I watched the very beginning, the parts of the Republican and Democrat first speeches. And the Republican, I'm listening, I'm going, who is this woman? I didn't know. And I was kind of cringing. I was going, ew, what do you, really? Well, that's not what I believe. So what's, I mean, and then I hear the Republican, I think it was Aguilar, and I go, the Democrat, and I go, well, this is more inclusive. This is more of what we should be. Open your heart, Republicans. Open your heart. All right. Did they listen? I've been getting trolls. Did I say that? Yay. Not really yay, but because I am the election denier, not so much denial, I'm a truther, an election truther. That's on the wrong side of MSNBC or CNN. I am a truther. Along with Psychic Duck. Hey, where are you, Psychic Duck? Way up there. I hope Psychic Duck doesn't do a swan dive from way up there. Come on down, Psychic Duck. Say hi to everybody. Say hi to everybody. All right. I'm trying to organize some things. So let's see, where am I going? 12-minute ramble. All right, let's look at, so we had New Orleans, Vegas, praying for our military. Jimmy Carter, wow, a lot of things coming out with him. His life, his legacy. A lot of things about Biden and Biden's legacy. I'm like, he's still alive. Hang on, he's still alive. We're going to look into that a little bit. All right. So, where are we? Election questions are coming into the news. Speaking of election denialism. Yeah, I saw a couple of articles that are going, hey, there were some votes that weren't counted, some mail-in ballots. And at first, when I looked at the article, I thought it said 20,000, and then I reread it, it said 200. But still, nonetheless, it's coming up. People are starting to go, hey, wait a minute. Now, I'm still thinking that it's not coming so much from the U.S., this change. It's going to be coming from outside world, NATO, possibly, because there's a lot of elections that were using Starlink. Yeah. So we'll see. Time's running out. Let's look at this real quick. Pumpkinhead is planning a rally on the 19th. There is and I'm not sure if this is just a regular women's march on the 18th, That's what my wife said. And I go, just a women's march? Well, maybe I can go in there, you know? But if you choose to go to these marches, when I think about that, when I drop into the energy, it's like, be really, really careful. Be really aware of your surroundings. Don't let, as we say in boating terms, maintain the bubble. First time I heard that, I went, what? And that's 360-degree view. Always be aware of what's going on behind you. And as psychics, we get to do that, right? We get to have eyes in the back of our head, like my mom. My mom was so psychic. Oh my God. I would do something and she would know it. And then she goes, no, I'm not psychic. Yeah, right. Or maybe I was just a little too obvious. Okay. Let's take a look at what these things, somebody asked, put in the question, why is Trump doing this rally? And I thought it was a great question. And to be honest with you, it's all ego, to be honest with you. That was funny in my head. It sounded funny. Psychic Duck is quacking up at that, just going, you stupid. Hey now, Joy, think from your heart, Psychic Duck. You know, every once in a while, that may come back to bite me, but not bite me in the butt. And I had a manager once, every time I said the word, yeah, but, he would go, and. Yeah, and. Let's add to the conversation instead of negate, take something away. All right. The reason, from my understanding, the reason Trump is doing this rally, it's all ego. It's all, look at this. And as soon as I heard that, I'm going, there's going to be a lot of people being paid to be there. Where are they getting his money? Well, you've got Muskrat, Elon. I think he's still giving money, but also Facebook, Amazon. They're all giving tons of money for the inauguration. All that money that is going to be needed for the rental and security of that rally the day before, that's all us. You know, we get to pay for the security of it. Yay. And but then you have Meta and Amazon. And you know, I think about that and I go, okay, it's cost of doing business with this knucklehead that is so soft-skinned that, you know, if you say anything wrong, he's going to come after you. But if you lather him up with butter like a lobster, then, you know, it's all good. So, yeah, cost of doing business, yeah, okay. But again, going back to, you got to make decisions with your heart. It's not all about finances. So they're in a sticky wicket place. But let's take a look. I don't want to look at so much why he's doing it, because it's just all ego-based. And he's going to have paid people there, like at all his other rallies, and they're all going to be bored. Why is Trump, yikes, 19-minute ramble. Why is Trump what's going to be the mood for that rally? Now, you all know where I'm going with this, who have been with me on my election denialism, my election truthism. I don't even like saying it because it goes back to his truth song. So what's going to be the mood there. If Kamala Harris, if they're going, this election, we have proof now that it was rigged. And we are redoing our election or whatever, however that plays out. I haven't really gotten a handle on that yet. The way that I am imagining it in my mind's eye, it seems like they just find me 30,000 votes. It seems like they find how it was switched and they come up with a new number. I don't know how. I don't know. All right. Maybe Kamala Harris will make a phone call. Come on, guys. I just need 11,872 votes. I think she needs a little more. But what is going to be the mood at the rally? And I'm going to look at the Women's March too. How's that going to be? How is that going to be? Okay. Trump's rally in D.C. on the 19th, the day after the Women's March, is a venue that holds, I think, 20,000. It's inside. It's not outside. I am using my Grand Tarot Deluxe deck. Thank you, Cindy. How is Trump's rally? How is Trump's rally? What's the mood? What is the mood? Wow, this is interesting. Boom, the World card. I hope you all can see these okay. Someone was saying that if I show naked cards, then YouTube blocks it in Australia and stuff. And I asked Libby about that, and yeah, there is something there for younger teens. It's kind of like, who was it, Florida that just passed a law that 14-year-olds can't look at social media or something, I think. But anyway, I have my videos marked not for kids, so I can say shit and cuss and stuff like that. So I don't think it affects me. If you all know, let me know. If you know more than me, which you should. All right. The World card, completion card, the World is watching card. Let's just see. I'm going to drop this down, I think. Hang on. Let me see if I can get my big old coffee cup out of the way. Water cup. Water cup. Okay. The World card. Judgment. How are they feeling? Are they feeling judged? Is there judgment? Is there a release? Was there a judgment from the world? How are the people at Trump's rally, what's going on with them? How are they feeling? At the base of the reading is the King of Wands. King of information. Who could that king be that's bringing out this information? It's not angry information. It's just matter-of-fact information. Is this Mark Ruta? I know I'm probably saying it wrong. I apologize. Is it The Hague? Is it NATO? Who is it? It's one of those big guys. Something to do with world energy, which is why I'm thinking it's NATO. In the past, yikes, in the past, the devil, the addiction card, the cult card. And I got to tell you, that is one scary looking image. Did y'all see the new scary movie? Why do they have scary movies? It's the vampire movie coming out during Christmas. I never quite understand that. There's a lot I quite don't understand. At the top of the reading, how are they feeling? The Eight of Coins. And in this image, it's hard work, right? Eight of Coins is always hard work. It's diligent work. You're just like nose to the grindstone type thing. But in this image, it looks like he's reviewing the books, looking at the rolls, retabulating things. All right. Eight of Coins. And coins are all about projects, and they're all about money. The near future. The Nine of Wands. All right. Look at this card. This is how that Ralley, those Ralley people are feeling. They're not done yet. They're getting pretty beat up. They're on their knees, right? They're not dead. A little squirrel moment here. Did I tell you all this is for entertainment only? It is. It is. Psychic Duck said that. So when we, and this is really important because I've been getting this a lot. Just because Pumpkinhead is leaving doesn't mean that MAGA is leaving. MAGA is still going to be there. MAGA is still, it got knocked down, but it's still, they're angry. They're going, what the hell? We put all our faith into this and we were wrong. Well, they're going to come to the realization, a lot of them, that they were wrong. A lot of them, they've tied so much of this movement to their cult leader and to their religion, to their faith, that it's going to be really difficult for them to see a way out of this. But Nine of Wands, this is like facing the fact, getting beat up, really dealing with an wand energy, a lot of information that knocks them down to their knees. Okay. Internally, we have the Queen of Wands. Internally, this Queen of Wands that brought a message. Who is the Queen? Oh, is that, I can't remember her name. One of the 3I organizations in the U.S. Okay. Externally, the High Priestess. The High Priestess, to me, tells me that they know psychically what's going on. They know in their heart space what's going on. Okay, hopes and fears. Three of Coins. This is my dark money card. This is also an apprentice card that they can rebuild this, maybe with some other people helping, some other finances. And it's interesting when I look at this image. I'm not sure when this deck was made. I'll have to look it up. Is that the Cathedral of Notre Dame? Rebuilding. And in the Rider-Waite deck, it is the worker bee, I think the apprentice, and you have the two master architects showing them plans and designs for the worker to utilize. This guy, it's solo. He's just working on it by himself, looking at the plans, but it looks like we need to refigure these plans because our building, our movement went up in flames. Okay, did I say this was for entertainment only? Did I say that movement went up in flames? The final outcome is the death card, the rebuilding, the rebirth card. Let me keep dropping this down. I don't want you guys thinking I'm cheating. Death card. Death, rebirth. Wow. Devil, death, world, king and queen of wands, the high priestess. A lot of big cards here. And as we just continue to clarify what that is all about, I get the Joe Biden card. King of Cups. Walking away from sorrow. All right. Who's walking away from sorrow? The King of Cups. Right? I don't know. Or is it this whole movement? I don't think this whole movement is walking away from sorrow. I mean, maybe some of them are, right? But here they are. This is the sorrow card. Ow. I got beat up. I got knocked down. There's no three of hearts in here, but to me, it seems like this King of Cups is walking away from sorrow. Walking away from his legacy of like, oh man, this knucklehead, this pumpkin head is going to just destroy everything that we built. And we have the Ten of Wands. The heavy burden. Walking away from sorrow. This is the movement here, right? It's the burden. And maybe that's what I keep thinking, I keep seeing. It's not over yet. Certainly not over yet. That lots to do, a lot of joy to keep putting out there in the world. And then we get one of my cards for Kamala Harris, the Queen of Cups. And for my new people, not my new people, the new people on this channel, if Joe Biden is the King of Cups, who is the Queen of Cups? His vice president. It couldn't, now some people would say, hey, that could be Jill. Could be. So it feels like to me with this spread that, oh, I should probably do a better job of shuffling this. It feels to me that there's some news coming out. I keep seeing it in the cards. New deck, it's always there. Kamala Harris, is always there. Joe Biden's always there. And I'm reading on Pumpkinhead's Rally. How are they feeling about this? What's going on in their collective Pumpkinhead minds? For entertainment only. What is going on? And they're getting beat up. The world came out with information, and they're going through the addictive energy is in the past, and you have the ending of a cycle, and you had the world card right in the beginning. That is such a completion card. The whole world, it's a circular card. And then you have the death rebirth card. They're going into a new direction. let's take a look at the Women's March. And I'm going to do this kind of quick because I think we're going to be getting very similar cards, only in reverse. How are they feeling on this Women's March the day before? How are they feeling the day before? The Women's March that they have planned for reproductive health, for standing up for women's rights. How are they feeling? What's the mood there? And again, when I said that, I hear, be careful. There could be some incidences of violence. You know, I think back at Charlotte. Good people on both sides. All right. Did y'all have a good holiday? I hope y'all did. Hope you did. All right. Women's March. How you feeling? What's the mood? What's the mood? Ace of Wands. This is my Bam Bam card. This is my new beginning. This deck has a dragon on it. How you feeling, women? Like a dragon. Okay, let's mess with you, shall we? Shall we mess with that Women's March? I wouldn't. Page of Swords is challenging it. I'm going to drop the camera down so you can see. The Page of Swords challenging it. And again, it's a female on this. A lot of times pages would be males, young males. I would say 50-50. They go back and forth. But in this deck, another female. There is, in this Page of Swords, there's a lot of light energy, air energy, with these two birds flying around. And swords are air, so. At the base of the reading, women celebrating, 3 of Cups. Wow, all right. In the past, we have the 7 of Coins, the building, the working at it, the shaping it. At the top of the reading is the 2 of Coins, the juggling. You know, how do we do this? You know, it's a balancing act. You know, and I don't think that it's so much a decision for them, but it's juggling their new role, our new role, moving into the divine feminine, which isn't like all one-sided like we have with the male-dominated societies. That's just all one side, but now they're juggling both sides, as it should be. Here we go, and the potential near future. How they feeling? The Wheel of Fortune. It's their destiny. This is our destiny. Moving forward with the divine feminine. Internally, they got the Death card. New beginning. The end of a cycle. The beginning of something new. With this big information coming out. Externally, okay, they still got some work to do. Okay, we still got some work to do. And I hear we in support of this 3 of Cups. Hopes and Fears, Strength card. I just see that I think this is in the wrong position. Hopes and fears, no, it's just what they have. This March is what they have. And then we get final outcome, 9 of Cups. Cheers. Cheers. Here's to you. We have the 9 of Coins. A lot of, that's a huge abundance female card. 9 of Coins. I don't think I've ever seen a deck where it has a male in it. Oh. How are they feeling? They're feeling like the empresses that they are. With strength. Right next to them. Abundance, giving birth, being stewards of Gaia, Mother Earth, being part of it. Look at those cards compared to the other cards. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wow. Wow. Dang. I might have to give up my driver's seat in my Cadillac. Who wants to drive? Come on now. I know Diana, she's going, I'll drive. Diana, oil painter, she's probably, I bet you she's got a lead foot. I bet you she's got a big old lead foot. Let's go! There's a few others that I think would drive that big old Caddy convertible. Yeah. All right, let's see what else we got going on. Oh my gosh. Let's take a look at, that was really good. I want to take a look at Biden's, excuse me, Biden's last month in office. I was going to say last days, but that sounded too like, ooh, no, I don't want to go there. But he's doing a lot of really interesting things. You know, whether they're good or bad. He blocked the Japan buying Nippon buying U.S. steel. He blocked that. I'm like, okay. Hey, I'm a little crooked. Yeah. Okay. He is thinking about pardoning some congressional leaders. He gave Liz Cheney and Bernie Thompson, Benny, I think it's Benny, Presidential Citizen Medals. It's the highest medal that you can get for a citizen. Oh, that must have just burned Pumpkinhead. And you know, we're now in January. Them Halloween pumpkins, they're getting all scrunchy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that made him a little more scrunchy. All right. What else? He also gave congressional medals to first responders. So good. Let's take a look at him. Okay, and then I think that will be the end. Let's just take a look at Biden in his last days. What is he doing? You know, just a lot of, just finishing up some good stuff. He blocked the bill that will allow Pumpkinhead to put in more judges. I go, that was a little too quick. But I think that will probably be changed down the road. We'll see. That's for another read when we look at the justices. Let's go with Biden. Last month in office. Joe Biden. Last days in office. What are we thinking, Joe? He feels, to me, he feels both a sense of relief and a sense of anxiety and a sense of there is so much work to do. I want to take a nap just thinking about all the work he has to do. And that guy's like old. Hey, what about that Republican Congresswoman that's been in hospital in the dementia ward for 8 months or 6 months or something, and they kept it a secret? I gotta look at that a little bit. Not that. No, I don't. No, I don't. But I do wonder, I mean, why wouldn't they just like remove her and then bring in another Republican congressperson that could actually vote? That was kind of weird. Okay, Joe Biden. Joe Biden, Joe Biden, Joe Biden. Okay. Here we go. Last days. Sorry. Dang. His last actions in office. How are they working? What's going on? Ooh. That flew out. Let's just take a look at that real quick. What's he worried about? What's keeping him up at night? We'll do 3 cards. What's keeping him up? He's got some haunting images. What's keeping you up, Joe? I'm going to drop it down. Play along with me. All right. So this card popped out on what's going on. How is he feeling? What's he got planned for the next, month in office that he has? And this popped out. What's keeping him awake at night? The Knight of Swords, nightmares. Strength card. The Eight of Wands, fast information coming out. And the Tower moment. Okay, I can't not stop thinking about news coming from all over this circle. So it's just not one point. It's just not the Ace of Wands. This is like a completion card in a way, with these wands coming, forming a circle, coming from different compass points, so to speak. That's what I thought of. All different points in the world. Information coming out. Boom. And shaking our foundations. Making us rethink, rebuild. Now, in this deck, when I look at this card, it has not torn, it has not gotten to the foundation. It just took the top off. However, it did blow the doors off down at the bottom. It did blow the doors off. So, with this deck, this information, the U.S. government, our institution, is still standing. It's still strong. However, the top's blown off and the doors are blown off. And I think that that is election interference. That's what I think. What do you think, Psychic Duck? Thank you. Psychic Duck agreed with me. Yeah, I did. You're little quackers. But on that, you're right. your voice sounds a little rough. Yeah, well, I'm still recovering from New Year's. Oh, all right. As I shuffle, as I looked at that, Star of Hope. Star of Hope. All right, Job. Oh, was that a naked card? I think it was. Oh, that was for entertainment only. Okay. Yeah, I still go back to it's okay to show guns and swords and heads decapitated, but naked body parts? Oh, Lordy. Yeah, okay. Joe Biden, let's go into this again. Your last month in office, how's that working out? What are you doing? What's going on? Where are you going? What's for dinner? Judgment. The Magician. Knight of Wands. Okay. Serious. Strength. Yeah, that old man Joe Biden, what, he's gotten the strength card twice? And there's his worry card. And I don't know if you saw me, I slid that into the middle of the deck there. So these cards were shuffled. Sword of Truth. Ace of Swords. Moving on. Well, thank you. And as he does move on internally, thank you, Joe. Thank you. Thank you for your service. I think that Joe will be labeled as one of, okay, gotta look, hang on. I think Joe Biden is going to be remembered as one of the best presidents that we've had, along with Jimmy Carter, along with whoever you think is a really good president. It drives me nuts when I see these pundits on the news going, yeah, well, he should have, he this, he should have, blah, 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 blah. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, enough. Let's keep going. I had bad thoughts. All right. So, Chariot, moving on. Moving on. Thank you, Joe. And what do we have? I should have looked at it before. Temperance, balance, fixing things, getting things from moving light from one cup to the other. So it's not all skewed, it's balanced, it's more fair. We talk about time. A lot of readers talk about that we jump timelines. This card here, she's jumping through portals. Time streams, portal energy, bringing it right back to where it should be. Okay. Hopes and fears. Joe Biden, is that, I don't know, that they don't get up? I don't know. We got this card before for Trump's rally. Hopes and fear that he doesn't get beat up, that this information doesn't destroy the U.S. as it comes in. You know, that tower moment. So he goes, is this going to like destroy it to its foundation? That's maybe what he's thinking about. That's maybe what this is all about. And that was in that 3-card spread. And final outcome is giving and receiving. Is he going to give them something? Oh, he's not going to give a pardon to Pumpkinhead, is he? To say move on? giving and receiving. The Wheel of Fortune. Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is going to bring something in. What's that energy about? Secrets coming up from the past, from under the water, full illumination, with a little dose of legalness in it. The ending and the beginning. And we go back to the voters, the Ten of Cups. I'm just going to leave it there. All right. So for you all who read tarot, you can figure out what that all means to you. My interpretation of this is, once again, there's some new information, a new way forward that is going to be more balanced. So his final days of the presidency is going to be bringing balance. And this giving and receiving, it's all about dropping another coin in here to balance things out, which is the Temperance card, balancing things out. So I don't see it as a pardon. I'm going to throw on it real quick. I have 4 minutes before I get to an hour. So it just feels like he's bringing balance. It feels like something big is changing. Something new is going to happen. Hang on. And when it does, how we respond to the people that are going to be devastated, that are in the cult. That I remember reading on this, like when I first started my channel, and I went, how do we deal with the MAGAs when they realize that they followed the wrong guy? However we do it, think with our heart. Don't think with our head. Don't think with retribution. Use our heart space. All right. Real quick, 3 cards. Is Biden thinking of? I know he's thought of it. Is he, are people telling him, advising him to pardon Trump? And will it succeed? Will he actually do it? Queen of Cups. 6 cards. The ending, the beginning. 10 of Cups. Family. The voters. The truth is in the past. Moving on to calmer waters is in the future. And the King of Cups. Is he thinking about pardoning? Is he thinking about pardoning Pumpkinhead? It feels like, I mean, it's so crazy. He's got the Queen of Cups right there. Kamala Harris right there. The ending and the beginning of something. We're talking about the pardoning of. It'll fall to Kamala Harris. And she's being advised to do that for the sake of the country, for the sake of the voters, for all of this. I mean, we both have Kamala Harris and Joe Biden here. But the legal issues with Kamala Harris taking the reins, I don't think she's going to allow that. But this is interesting. Moving on to calmer waters. All right, let's see if I can get some clarification on that. Talk to me more about this. Talk to me more about Six of Swords and how it relates to pardoning. Pardoning. Pumpkinhead. I mean, is that an actual, I'm sorry, is that an actual outcome? Is he crossing the river, so to speak? Talk to me about the Six of Swords, moving on to calmer waters. The Magician. The Knight of Wands. And the Five of Swords. What I get with these cards is no. It's they're thinking about it. They're trying to figure out how to change this anger in the cult. How do we change this? How do we make it better? How do we make it feel more comfortable, more secure, so to speak? But then you got the Knight of Wands. There's this information that keeps coming out. And then you have the Five of Swords, winning at any cost. Not listening to others. I don't see it, but this reading's is not super clear to me. So we'll just leave it there. I want to thank you guys. Thank you for being with me on this Friday ramble. Appreciate you all. Yay, yay, yay. Stay in joy, stay in light. Peace and love.